So I finally got the lights for my new e-bike. Yeah, so this is a Lezyne Mega HB, the E2000. So I guess it's 2000 lumens on bright, and then it has various lower output modes. And then for the tail light, I picked up this lupine rack mount tail light. So this will go on the back of my Topeak rack, and it's got the two screws that mount on the 50mm bolt hole spacing on the back of the rack, and then this wire can run up, and then with this connector can plug into the tail light port on the mid-drive motor. It's actually got two brightnesses. It's got about a 1/2 watt normal tail light mode, and then it's got an accelerometer built in so that when you hit the brakes it goes up to like 1.5 watts, gets 3 times brighter. And then let's take a look at this light here. Okay, there's the mount for it. Pretty large light. What is that, about 3.5 inches? That's probably what, 90 millimeters. Yeah, okay, there you go. It's got the built-in Bosch headlight connector right there. Tiny little connector there, isn't it? So I guess that just plugs into the motor. So what I will need to do is get this guy hooked up and plugged into the motor, and then I guess what I need to do is visit a local Bosch shop and have them enable the headlight feature. Oh yeah, so that's a little switch there. So I guess this can go on the small part of the handlebar. Oh, mode control button, powered by e-bike battery. So it's got 550, 1000, and 2000. So I think the 550 is, they call it their DRL. So that's basically the low intensity light when you just have the e-bike turned on, and then you can go to 1 or 2000 lumens. Okay, so that's going to be my lighting. Maybe I'll go take a look at what this looks like on the bike here. So we've got the front light here mounted on the handlebar. So yeah, I guess this is the way they recommend it. I'm looking into maybe some other options, but I guess for now I'll go with this sort of mount. So that's the cable that plugs into the motor, and that's your power cable. And then it also has a little switch here that you can toggle between high and low beam. Yeah, so here's the view from the back side. 16 watt maximum on high beam, and then I think it's maybe 6 watts on the DRL mode. The DRL mode, which is like on during the day, and then it switches to a low beam when it gets dark out, so it automatically goes to the low beam, and then you can have this little switch here to toggle between low and high beam when the light is on. So yeah, down here to hook this up, there's this cover here on the bottom, and you've got 2 screws in the front there and then 2 screws in the side, and what you're trying to get to are these connectors down here. There's just little plugs in there, and so you've got blue for the headlight, and then I think this one here is red for the tail light. And so the headlight wire is going to have to run down through the battery compartment here. And I did plug in the headlight wire just to see if headlights were enabled on this motor, and they aren't. So I'm going to have to take this into a Bosch dealer to have them turn on the headlights. So anyway, since I have to take it in to have this done, I think I will just have the shop go ahead and run the cables inside the frame, since they've got to drop the motor, pull the battery tube out, run the wires down, put everything back together, and then program it. Already going to pay the shop to do the tuning work or whatever they have to do with their computer. I don't know if they do that over Bluetooth or if they have to plug something in, but I figure instead of me fooling around with it for half a day, I'll just take it down there next week and have them hook it all up. So I'll have the lights hooked up and just have them run the cables, especially the rear cable, because I'm not sure how to get the cable from the rear rack down. So yeah, the tail light's just going to mount on this 50mm tail light bracket on the rack, so that's easy. Just 2 screws, light will be here, and then the wire runs up and somehow down into the motor. I figure the shop, they do light installs on e-bikes, so they've probably done it before and know how to do it the right way. So maybe I'll show you once I get it back from the shop and we can see what the lights look like. So anyway, stay tuned for updates, and as always, thanks for watching.